What's up, guys? My name is Litsa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to have a look at the 5 cards that got revealed today. So really excited about that. Let's head on to the first one. Glitch Mothers of Us. Well, this is a Warlock card, obviously. It's a legendary, always pretty cool to see a legendary being revealed, especially if you love playing the Warlock class, obviously. So this card is interesting because we have seen some cards that really push Warlock into a discard type of deck. Blizzard really is pushing that archetype. Like I mentioned in my Journey to Angora Crater reveal stream video, by the way, if you haven't checked that out, check it out. There's a link in the description below. But I basically pointed out that for the Warlock quest it makes you discard 6 cards, but that's like 20% of your deck, so that's a pretty big deal. So what's so exciting about this card is that it's basically okay to discard this card. You no longer have to discard 20% of your deck in order to get your quest completed. So pretty cool. Also, it has a beast tag, so maybe we'll see some curator like zoo decks with all kinds of different tribes in it to just benefit from having beasts and demons and dragons and all that kind of stuff all together in one single deck. So pretty cool card. Looking forward to see it getting played. The Stone Sentinel, a shaman card. It's an epic, and it has a pretty nice battle cry. I guess it's an elemental, but honestly 4 attack, 4 health for 7 mana is really weak. Obviously, well, if you add it up, it's like an 8-10 with 2 bodies having a taunt, so that's decent. But you basically have to play an elemental on turn 6, and we're going to see this mechanic a lot. We'll get to that later with the what's it called, Osric, the card we'll talk about as well. It basically asks you to have a very specific game plan. We can't really make any sort of predictions yet because we obviously have seen very little cards yet, very little elementals yet. But yeah, maybe there will be a deck around when you just curve out elementals and get all kinds of powerful battle cries. But as for time being, I think this card is very situational. But yeah, it's kind of cool to have the mechanic that you need to play an elemental the turn before you play this. So that's new. That adds some kind of decision making to the game. So I think that will be a very nice addition. So let's move on to the next one, Osric. It's a neutral legendary, so everybody can play it, so that's always nice. It has taunt, that's pretty nice thing, and it's also a pretty big deal if you look at the battle cry. But honestly, it says for each elemental you played last turn, you get like 5 health, but you need like at least 1, and it will be a 5-10 with taunt for 9 mana, but that isn't even that good, so you basically need to play at least 2 elementals on turn 8, and then you just pray they don't have any hard removal. I mean, if this gets Hunter's Marked or Polymorphed or Hexed or whatever, yeah, that really hurts because you didn't only invest like 9 mana in your 9 mana turn to play this, but you also invested your turn 8 play where you really probably got out of your way to play at least 2 elementals. So this card is maybe a little bit too situational. But then again, they are getting a lot of elementals, a lot of new elementals printed, so maybe it will work out. Maybe some type of conceit shaman like, or a warrior like Thijs had this version of a warrior deck where you just raise a wall, basically. I'll put a link to that video in the link below, or in the description below as well, so you can check that out. But yeah, I don't know. I think this card may be a little bit too situational in order to see a lot of play. So let's move on to the next one, Firefly. Well, this is obviously a nice little elemental to not only refill your elementals, but also to get like your Osric and your Stone Sentinels to make sure they get the battle cry effect. So yeah, it's pretty nice. They just have to print cards like these. Not too exciting, but honestly, 1 attack, 2 health for 1 mana. That's okay. Battlecry, you get another one. That's okay too. Probably fills out your curve nicely. So maybe we'll just see some decks that just curve out elementals and get all the battlecries, and maybe it will be very strong. We don't know. It's interesting, not such an interactive card, I guess, but hey, it's cool to see another elemental. So let's move on to the last one, a Flame Geyser. It's mage spell, and I don't know. This is like replacement for the spells that rotate out to wild, and that's another elemental. So it kind of makes the teams of elemental, elementals, and having a lot of burn to clear off the board. So if they print other elementals with effects like these, maybe it will be really powerful, because it has like potential to tempo out really well, where you just use the spells to keep the board clear while you get elementals in your hand and develop a board like that. So it could work. It's really nice for the mage class to have another burn spell, especially since Arcane Blast rotated out. So yeah, there's that. I am not too excited for this, because add the 1/2 elemental to your hand. I mean, a 1/2 elemental, I don't know, it's just not that exciting, I guess. It will probably stable, it will fill out your curve, it generates some value obviously, 2 mana, deal 2 damage, and get a 1-drop. But it's like not that spectacular. So, having said that, kinda cool. We got to see a lot more of the elemental stuff they're pushing. The new mechanic, like you need to play an elemental last turn to get a battle cry this turn. So that's really cool. And then we can actually look forward to what we'll be able to do with elementals, like elemental decks. Maybe they'll be a thing. Probably they will probably be a thing, and Blizzard will probably print some really powerful elementals in addition to the ones we've seen today. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video. If you didn't like it, make sure to dislike the video. And yeah, feel free to subscribe as well. I will be doing a lot of reveal videos like this, obviously, when new cards come out. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time.